All right, Newthought Grinny Grin, Newthought209. Another palindrome day. 4-2-4-2-4. It's the third day of Passover, a day of transition, a day of change, and it's time to go ahead and go forward. Tomorrow marks Mercury not being in retrograde anymore, so whatever we went through the last, basically April 8th, we're gonna go right back over the opposite direction with Mercury, and you got the pink full moon. So what's going on with it? I don't want to make this video, but here we are. It's called to be. I have no choice. And the new thought is happening. The new earth is happening. We're at a point right now where I want to make sure and lay the foundation. We're going to do that because comments are already coming up. So when it comes to all of the seers, sayers, soothers, gurus, over time, there's so many truths Marcus Aurelius and others have made that still hold true in today's times with all today's technology, where, you know, did you know a warm shower is a luxury that people 100 years plus ago didn't have? And we're sitting here speaking through Wi-Fi, fiber optic, light across the globe, 8 billion people. So it's really a magical thing that's happening and has happened. But you know, those truths still hold true. What Ben Franklin said, and so many others, Christ, Buddha, the Quran, all of these lessons. We've got a place here in Pacific Palisades that always celebrates and always states all 5 Pramahanda Yogananda Spiritual Healing Center. All 5, every single time they make a reference, he names them off. And it's kind of neat and interesting. Our daughter's first baptism was there. The second one was in the church. But how come they always say the same thing? My answer is it's the same source. Different vessels, different Wi-Fis, different prisms still spit out the truth is the truth is the truth, no matter how it comes to you. And I just want to cover that because there's going to be times, and there already has been, when we say things, we point out things, and he's like, oh, you got that from Anthony Robbins. Maybe I have, because I know that when I did my self-development and I first started in sales, you know, I was at Wells Fargo being a teller, and they said we need to do sales. Then we saw the ATM machine come up. My clients that I had a relationship with, part of the reason I got pressured for my first marriage, my son was almost a year old. Are you married yet? Did you make an honest woman out of her? Are you married yet? My son was almost 1 at the teller in the small town. And I'm like, I have to get married, this pressure. Then these same people are going to the ATM outside, not coming in and say, how you doing, Grinny Grin, what's going on, how's the family, nothing. They just go to the ATM, doot, leave, hop in their car, and there's no time to say hi to the teller anymore all of a sudden. So I think that's going to be some of the changes that happen with AI and artificial intelligence coming up soon. But we will always have a position, we'll always have a place, and everything is as it should be according to God. I learned that from one of my favorite mentors, Russell Moon, rest in peace, in sobriety, man. Dentist, wealthy doctor, partied hard before, and he has stories, man. That guy, he has stories. Bought a car, didn't realize he was just showing off, test driving. Comes in the morning, gets pissed someone's got their car, I think it was a Rolls Royce or a Bentley, one of those, in his parking space, and he's pissed. Who the fuck parked in my parking spot? Then he starts getting text messages and calls. Thank you. Looking at his phone. What the did I do? He bought a car, didn't realize it, parked in that spot. In the morning, he's mad that he parked in his own spot in his brand new whip. So, got hit by a car on PCH riding his bike. Never got up from that, and he could only move his head, and paralyzed for many years. Best attitude. Asked me how I'm doing, what's going on in my life, telling me that he sees the change and sees the improvement in me. And that really meant a lot to me. Because I'm like, this guy can't even feel the itch on his back, much less scratch it. And he's sitting there saying everything is as it should be according to God. And I would just even try to articulate and get a frog in my throat like I'm getting right now, to make my little complaints about my life and what's going on with me. And as soon as I started to spout it out, it felt so minuscule. And you know, we have to see the small things in the big picture at the same time. It's a dichotomy that we have in this human experience. So I hope you guys can check it out, rewind it if you need to. I'm not talking too fast, you're just listening too slow, but man, we need that. Speaking it to other people close in our lives, or a therapist, someone, clergyman, mentor of some sort, and just let it out and feel the feelings, because you have to feel it to heal it. You got to go through it, you got to feel it. And I'm really excited about this whole Mercury going forward thing and moving on. We're at a point right now where we all have to get some rest and just go to sleep. So those hours before midnight when you go to sleep, special hours, angel hours they call them. I was up at 4:17 this morning with no alarm. Hit the coffee. I hit the house gym this morning out of convenience, straight into the office. Worked it out, stopped and gave blood real quick. And I don't want to make this video, but I wanted to set that precedence so that we get that straight, because there's going to be, you know, this isn't hip hop, this isn't biting, this isn't sampling, and you can learn something and pass it on to someone else, but you got to give it away to keep it. Once you get serenity, once you get enlightenment, once you get presence, Christ, God, whatever you want to call it, once you've the power of now, it's almost a responsibility to make sure that you carry that on and keep giving it to others. Because I could sit there and look around and be like, why are these people this way? And you can look down on your nose, or you can actually engage and uplift, and it's a much better feeling. If they're open to it, you throw it out there. I'm throwing it out there. So, you know, let me know with some feedback. Give me a comment if you feel me, because I can already feel you, and this is the 3rd episode, so I'm looking forward to it. Might have to go in the front yard some of these times. And we're at a point right now where it can be just very, very ignorance is bliss, mundane, go through every day, or every single moment. It could be magical. Nothing happens the same day. You can walk the same route every single day, and if you pay attention, it's not boring. You could sit at that same windowsill every single day. Different butterflies are flying by. Abundance is everywhere. Different leaves are blowing, clouds, patterns, everything. But we have to think, wow, that was amazing. So, you know, even Cat Williams pointed it out and said it. Live every day like your last. if you get nothing else, he said. But we heard that, we said that. That's why I'm saying this message today. The truth is the truth is the truth. And you will hear the same message from different places. Maybe you need to hear it from different places in order for you to believe that it's real. Like, oh, I heard that, and now it's being told to me again. And someone said this to me and gave me feedback. And now I'm realizing, okay, it's the truth. So that's what we have today. No matter what the vessel, no matter the delivery, you know, I need someone who's going to poke their finger in my chest and tell me about myself and be adamant about it. And I know people, friends, that you say it in a nice way, it doesn't get across until you finally scream and yell. So we try to be assertive as much as possible and not passive aggressive and then just explode. But sometimes they need that to get the delivery. Sometimes I need that to get the delivery. So I hope this message is clear and that you guys got this one. Let me know by sharing, passing it around. More will be revealed, more will be revealed.